This is the story of a woman who spent her life helping others and forgot how to help herself. Her name was Emily. Emily was a social worker. Every day she listened. Stories of loss, stories of fear, stories of children who needed someone to believe in them. And she did. She showed up every single day, calm, strong, reliable. To everyone else, she was the one who made things better. But when the day ended and the door closed behind her, Emily sat in silence. Because no one asked her how she was doing, and even if they had, she would not have known what to say. The weight she carried was not hers alone, but it had become part of her. Heavy, constant, unseen. One evening, after a long and difficult week, Emily sat in her car. Her hands rested on the steering wheel. She did not turn the key. She did not move. She just sat there, feeling everything she had been holding back. The tears came quietly at first, then all at once. "I cannot do this anymore," she whispered. Not because she did not care, but because she cared too much. Without thinking, Emily started the car. She did not have a destination. She always kept an overnight bag in the trunk, just in case. She just needed to leave. The thought of sitting alone in her apartment again was just too difficult. The road stretched ahead, familiar at first, then slowly changing. The trees grew taller. The air felt different. Until she saw it. A soft glow in the distance. A lantern. And beside it, a wooden sign. "STILLWATER HOUSE, Bed and Breakfast." Margaret opened the door before Emily could knock. Her eyes were kind. Her presence calm. "You look tired," she said gently. Emily let out a small breath, as if someone had finally seen her. "I am," she admitted. Margaret nodded. "Then come in." No questions, no expectations, just welcome. Later that evening, after a delicious meal, Emily sat by the fire with a warm cup of tea in her hands. Margaret sat across from her. The room felt quiet and safe. After a while, Margaret spoke. "You give so much to others." Emily looked down. "It is my job." Margaret smiled softly. "Yes, but it is also your heart. Even the strongest hearts need rest." Something inside Emily softened, a truth she had never allowed herself to feel. Margaret stood gently. "You should get some sleep." Emily nodded, too tired to resist. The room was warm and the bed inviting. Emily lay down, and for the first time in a long time, she did not fight the exhaustion. Sleep came quickly, deeply. At first there was only darkness, then a soft glow. Emily found herself standing on a quiet path. The air was still and peaceful. She looked ahead and saw the stream. Lanterns flickered along the water. The surface shimmered softly. She stepped closer, drawn in. And then she saw him, standing across the stream, waiting. Her breath caught. "Dad." Her voice trembled. He smiled, the same warm, steady smile she remembered. "I have been waiting for you," he said softly. Tears filled her eyes. "Oh, Dad, I miss you so much." "I am so tired," she whispered. "I try to help everyone, but I feel like I'm falling apart inside." Her father's expression softened. "I know, sweetheart. You have been carrying so much for so long." Emily shook her head. "They need me." "And who takes care of you?" he asked gently. She had no answer. "I feel like everything is my responsibility. Every outcome, every decision they make." Her father looked at her kindly. "No, Emily, that was never yours to carry." "But I'm supposed to help them." "Yes," he said softly, You are there to guide, to support, to protect when needed, but not to control their choices. Every person, even those who are hurting, even those who are lost, still has their own path, their own decisions, their own responsibility. What if they make the wrong choices? She asked. Some will, he said gently, and some already have. That is part of being human. It feels like I am failing them. You are not failing them. You are standing beside them. But you cannot walk their path for them. You can offer light. You can offer guidance. You can offer care. But you cannot carry them. Emily's eyes filled with tears. I have been carrying them. Yes, he said gently, and it is breaking you. You must learn where you end and they begin. Emily's voice softened. I do not know how to do that. You start by remembering this. You are responsible for your actions, your kindness, your presence, but not for the choices others make. Emily stood quietly, taking in his words. But it never ends, she whispered. There is always another case, another child, another family. Her father nodded. Yes, there will always be more. That is the nature of the work you chose, sweetheart. Each person who comes into your life, each family you help, is not meant to stay with you forever. Emily frowned slightly. But I stay with them. I carry them long after it is over. That is where you are losing yourself, he said gently. Every case has a beginning, a moment where you step in, a reason you are needed. A middle where you give your time, your care, your guidance, and an end, a point where their journey continues, with or without you. Emily's eyes filled with quiet understanding. I do not let it end. No, he said. You carry it forward. You relive it, as if it is still yours to manage. It is not. You are meant to help in the moment you are given, to do your best with what you know, to care without losing yourself. And then you must let it go. Because just beyond that ending, there is another beginning, another person who needs you. You do not honor them by carrying their pain forever. You honor them by showing up fully and then trusting their journey. Emily closed her eyes, letting the truth settle. I think I understand. Her father smiled. You are learning. Emily looked at him again. I just need to know, is it okay for me to be okay? His voice was steady. Yes, it is more than okay. It is necessary. I miss you, she whispered. I have never left you, he said gently. I have been with you every time you showed kindness, every time you stayed when it was hard, every time you gave someone hope. The light around him began to soften. Emily stepped forward. Please do not go. He smiled. You already have what you need, and you are stronger than you believe. The lanterns dimmed, the stream softened, and slowly he was gone. Emily stood there breathing, feeling something she had not felt in a long time. Not relief, not yet, but something close. Permission. When she woke the next morning, the room was the same, but she was not. Emily sat at the table with Margaret, a quiet calm around her. I feel different, she said softly. Margaret smiled. You remembered something important. What is that? Emily asked. Margaret met her eyes. That you matter too. Emily nodded slowly, as if the truth had finally found its place. She stepped outside into the morning light. The air felt lighter, softer. She walked toward her car, then paused and turned back. Stillwater House stood quietly behind her, peaceful, timeless, as if it had always been there. And yet something about it felt beyond explanation. Then, as she was appreciating its elegance, it was suddenly gone. She stood there in disbelief. Then her common sense crept in. Her dad was there. It was not a dream. This place had existed as a bridge to an alternate dimension. Her knowing that was as true as her knowing there was life after death. Thank you, Dad. I love you. Later that day, Emily made a decision. Not dramatic, not overwhelming, but important. She booked time off. For herself. To rest, to breathe, to begin again. Sometimes the ones who carry the most are the ones who need permission to finally put it down. Her dad was with her. He had guided her, and she would follow through with his guidance. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe to our channel, hit like, and share this video with the people you love. We'd truly love to hear what you felt. What did you think of this story? Did it make you think of someone in your real life? Leave a comment below and share what is in your heart with us. Every comment you write is appreciated. We wish you good health, peace, joy in your everyday life. Thank you for staying until the end of our story. We will see you in the next video.